Hi, Cassie Kep here. Today my persuasive speech is going to be about why we should ban horse slaughtering. I didn't even know that was a thing. Have any of you ever been riding horseback, fed, pet, raised, or done anything with horses before? If yes, then you know how sweet and loving and sensitive and just beautiful creatures they are. They're such lovable creatures and great companions and gentle giants for the most part. Now, just think about setting them off to a rotten slaughterhouse to be just brutally slaughtered and to be put to be eaten for our consumption. Horses are trucked over borders every single year for more than 24 hours at a time. About 75,000 American horses are trucked in these horrible trucks over borders to be slaughtered for our consumption. Does that even sound like remotely great to you? I didn't think so. The term horse slaughter refers to the killing and processing of horses for human consumption. Horse slaughter is not human euthanasia that some people refer to it as, because euthanasia is defined as a gentle, painless death that's not harmful to these horses. And it's supposed to be in order to prevent suffering and misery for the horses. Slaughter is harsh, brutal, and just horribly terrifying, and just a brutal end to the horse's life. And some of these horses that are on their way to slaughterhouses are not even in any pain or anything that deserve to be slaughtered. Usually these horses are pregnant mares, foals, injured, or blind horses. Why would you want them to be slaughtered for our human consumption when there are so many other alternatives to put a horse down? Just like dogs, you can simply take the horse that is suffering to the vet and have the vet simply give it a shot to put it to sleep, which is a much safer, quieter, less painful way to put the horses down or end their life, let's just say. Plus, the ride to the slaughterhouse alone is horrifying. These horses are put into crowded trucks without food, water, or rest for more than 24 hours at a time. Doesn't that just break your heart? Slaughter horses don't even use methods that are quick and painless for these horses. Sometimes the horses are still conscious when the slaughtering is going on. That's horrible if you ask me. The last 3 slaughterhouses in the US, which were all owned by foreigners, were shut down in 2006. I got that information from the American Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. These places killed and processed over 104,000 horses for human consumption. That's crazy and just so wrong. Slaughterhouses are not clean and have been proved to be damaging to the environment. And the states that have allowed these horse slaughtering to happen do not allow them anymore and don't even want them legal in their states anymore. They've even made laws that specifically ban this, but it still exists in Canada and Mexico today, unfortunately. Slaughtering horses for meat is horrifying and unnecessary and harmful in so many ways. The meat from the horses is not even safe for us humans to consume due to them being injected with harmful bacteria, chemical substances, and other kinds of shots that vets may give them for their own health. TheHumanSociety.org is also where I found that information from. And this website even states that it's not safe to consume horse meat because they are not raised to become food like other animals such as chickens and whatnot are. They are meant to be riding companions, race or show horses, work partners, or just simply a pet. Horse owners that abuse or neglect or don't even want their horses anymore usually send them to a slaughterhouse. They usually can trade and get money for sending their horses away to a slaughterhouse. It's just a way for them to sell and make money for their unwanted horses. And as long as it's legal, these horrible things will continue happening to the horses, and the breeders won't care. They'll continue doing it. The thing is, there are many other ways to reduce or even stop this altogether. We can educate breeders on ways that they can give their horses up for adoption, or ways that they can avoid overbreeding, and even sell the horses to maybe a facility that wants to take care of them or rehabilitate horses. The Humane Society org website states that 92% of the horses that are sent to slaughterhouses are in perfect good condition and have a perfectly good life to live ahead of them. 92%. That's way too much, and that's just horrible. Imagine a young girl who wants a horse to pet or to ride more than anything. There's just one example of a way to sell your horse to someone who would put it to good. If you don't want your horse anymore, maybe your horse is old or sick or suffering, don't send it to a slaughterhouse to be put down in a miserable way. Your vet can come and simply put it down just like they could a dog. And it's harmless and peaceful for the animal. The Humane Society org website also states clearly that in 2012, a poll found that 80% of Americans support banning horse slaughter. There is no reason that 80% can't be totally bumped to 100%. Also, in some countries, they consume dogs and cats and other pets as their food. But in America, we don't do that. So what makes it different for a horse to be put down to be for our human consumption? Horses are traumatized on their journey to become food, and it needs to stop. So overall, what are your thoughts on banning horse slaughtering? If you didn't even know it was a thing like me, I'm sure you were extremely shocked. But I really hope this opened your eyes to something that does not get looked at too much, and that is seriously should not even be legal anywhere in the world, and to something that needs to be banned. That's it.